guys, it's Ilana and welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I'm going to be discussing how you can enjoy being single while in your 20s and even in your early to mid 30s. These tips will still apply to you. So without further ado, let's get into the video. That I have for you guys is to learn how to become your own best friend and get comfortable with doing things by yourself. This can be so hard for people. It can be something simple like going to the park by yourself or going to the beach. Take a blanket, spread it out, have some food with you, like ice cream. Ice cream is always good to have. Just soak up the sun, people watch, and enjoy what's around you. That is going to be one of the first major things to do when it comes to appreciate being single on your own. Get comfortable with yourself, because if you're not comfortable with yourself, how is somebody else going to be comfortable with you? Just start doing things alone, and that will really, really help. Okay, so the second thing that I have for you to enjoy being single is to enjoy all the stress-free dating. I mean, you're single. You're fair game to date whoever you want when you want, right? Start going into these dates with no expectations. You just need to go in with an open mind and see where it goes and just live in that moment. Just have fun while you're on your dates. I mean, not all your first dates are gonna be fun, and I get that. But you just wanna enjoy what's going on. That's what being single is all about. Figuring out what you want from a partner. And it's really important that, well, you don't stress about it. The third thing that I have for you to enjoy being single is to practice the subtle art of not giving a f***. Yes, that is a book title by Mark Manson, and I have the book. Here it is. This is such a really, really, really important thing to do when you are trying to enjoy being single. You have to learn how to stop caring about all the little things that annoy you in life. You have to stop caring what people think and say about you. Oh my God. So I just want to read one important quote from this book, and it's actually in the first chapter, and it says, "The key to a good life is not giving a f*** about more, it's giving a f*** about less, giving a f*** about only what is true and immediate and important." That is such great advice, and I really suggest that you live by it, and that will really help you feel much more confident about being single and not always having to give an F about wanting a relationship all the time. The fourth thing that you need to know about enjoying being single is to stop depending on other people. Ladies, let's talk really quick. Do not depend on a man. It will seriously lead you to disappointment when you constantly depend on a man for your happiness. You can do so much better than that. The only person who is responsible for your happiness is yourself. Did you hear me? You are responsible for your happiness, okay? Another important thing is that you are not responsible for making others happy. Yeah, I said it. Now, other people might become happy in your presence, and that's normal. But don't feel like that you always have to go out to please everyone, because you're not gonna please everyone. You're not gonna make everyone happy, but at the same time, it's not your job to make people happy. Number 5, that is to start making time for yourself and making yourself better. This as well, it could be something like going to the gym and working out. When you start taking care of your body, that's great. That's gonna make you feel so much better about yourself, especially when you're single. When you look good and feel good about yourself, that's gonna make you feel much better about being single and not worry about oh, I need a relationship. Because when you start loving your body and appreciating your body for what it is, that is such a big turn on for so many people. They want to see that you love who you are and that you are proud of your body and that you're not ashamed of every little flaw that's there. Also, it's just important that you just make time for yourself in general. Get good sleep, eat well, set time for yourself to watch movies. Sometimes it involves just binge watching YouTube videos or Netflix videos while eating pizza. If that's what makes you happy and gives you time to decompress, it'll just really help you just enjoy life on your own. Okay? I'm sure many of you are already doing that, and I'm sure you didn't even know that that's one step to making yourself feeling much better about being single. So number 6, it is about surrounding yourself with the people that you love. You should always make time to hang out with friends, because when you don't have a romantic partner to hang out with all the time, you should start turning to your friends. And let's say you don't live in the same city as your friends, you could be FaceTiming them, texting them, calling them. Even that is considered spending time. Well, not spending time, but just making time to talk to people that you love, and you're still surrounding yourself maybe spiritually with that person. It's just really important that you are communicating with other people and that you always have somebody to talk with and that you can still share your life with that person. You don't need to have a partner to make you happy. Guys, I need to just really stress that for you. So this is the 8th thing, and this is gonna be the most cliche thing ever, but that is to solo travel. You can meet so many people when you solo travel. If you are solo traveling to another country, there's probably a good chance you'll meet people and you'll talk to people along the way. When you surround yourself with just people and you're just talking to people, you're not alone. And I think that's one thing that's really cool about solo traveling. I challenge you to go on a trip all by yourself with no friends and see what it takes you. Plan out an itinerary for you and what you want to do and see, because that way you get to do all the things that you want to do and you don't have to rely on others and having to fight and bicker about where you're gonna go for each day. Okay, just kidding. So this is the 8th thing. The last thing was the 7th thing. I don't know how to count. You start exploring your passions. That is so important, because when you start doing things that you love and picking up new hobbies, you meet more people doing that, and just overall raises up your happiness. Start doing that. Explore your passions. It will really help, I promise. Okay, so tip number 9 is to cut out toxicity in your life. And that is about cutting out people who are so negative in your life. There's just no room for negative people in my life, and there should be no room for negative people in your life. Cut that cord and get rid of all the negative people, or distance yourself from all the negative people, because they are the last thing that you need. You don't need the haters telling you that, oh, you suck. Because honestly, if anything, hate will probably just motivate you even more to keep on being awesome. And that just goes back to practicing the art of not giving a f. So cut out those negative people and do you, and you'll just be so much happier. Oh my god. And then the last thing, which is number 10 on how to enjoy being single, is to, well, get a pet. Having a pet is so amazing, and they really are the most amazing companions you'll ever have, and they give you love every single day, and you get to cuddle with something every single night, and it's beautiful. I don't know where I would be without my cat, but I love her so much. I know so many people who get pets to ease the pain of being single, and trust me, that really does help. Hey guys, so those are my top 10 tips on how to enjoy being single in your 20s. I hope you enjoy them. Let me know down below if there are other things that you have done to enjoy being single. I would love to know. What are some things that have worked for you? And that way you can teach other people if my top 10 tips don't work for them. Maybe yours might work for them. Alright guys, well make sure you subscribe to my channel so I post new videos on Mondays. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!